misgiving. It was uncharacteristic of most Daedric princes. The last clue... It's slightly traumatic, to tell you the truth. I delved into a variety of subjects during my time in Tel Sul. Among them was, of course, conjuration. It related divination. I was still relatively young, but very ambitious. I felt my progress in these subjects were going by too slowly. I was on an expedition with a handful of other Telvanni. We were delving into Daedric ruins looking for artifacts. I suppose I was a bit bored with the lack of action. I ventured into a corridor alone. I came upon a shrine. I understood it to be dedicated to Morlock Bar. Deciding I wanted to explore the limits of my skills, I attempted to commune with him. I do not remember the exchange well. What is burned into my mind are the sounds and images. The screams of hundreds of thousands of souls. The dark blue flames. The completely pale, expressionless faces. And that voice. The one we both heard. I don't recall what happened just after that. The rest of the Telvanni that were with me say they found me lying on the ground, unconscious. I experienced vivid nightmares for many months following that encounter. Yes. I apologize if that was perhaps a bit too personal. I do not suffer from such nightmares anymore, of course, but I suppose one could say the encounter was formative. Let us discuss another topic, perhaps. An enlightening conversation.
I don't haggle. If you want a lower price, look elsewhere. It was difficult at first. The Nords of this city are at best suspicious of outsiders. But in time, I made the right friends and proved myself useful enough that they don't give me trouble anymore. The Dark Elves are too proud and naive to understand the way things truly are, and so they continue to dwell in that slum. Thank you for your custom.
You need anything, come see me. I'm as resourceful as I am discreet. Wherever I can find them. If you're the type who worries over where something came from, you may want to move on. Be sure to stop by Sadri's used wares in the Grey Quarter.
Buying and selling a wide range of assorted goods. The best selection of new.
My daughter died. Things won't be the same without her.
I have a little
Please
of everything
forgive
to say.
my mood.
Come see for yourself.
I'm still coming to terms with the death of my wife and daughters.
They used to call Windhelm the City of Kings, in my books anyway. Not all that regal in my opinion, though. Well, other than the giant placards of the past Jarls here. Sorry.
Hold it there. Keep your distance. Another girl killed. This is Susanna, from Candlehearth Hall. Served me a drink just a few nights ago, but I can't say I knew her. Susanna's the third. It's always the same. Young girl killed at night, body torn up.
The Agonian dock workers are much more effective than the dry-skinned...
Look, there's a war going on, if you hadn't heard.
We
We barely have enough soldiers to walk the streets, much less patrol every corner. If you want to help, ask some of these Gawkers if they saw anything useful. I'm going to examine the body before the rats can get to it.
Always sad.
Another one. Terrible. I heard a scream and came running, but she was already like this when I got here.
Always sad when someone has to die. Sorry, I thought I saw a fellow running away, but didn't get a good look at him.
No, sorry. But I did notice that her coin purse was still intact, so whoever did this wasn't after gold. I'm going to keep preparing the body, if you'll excuse me.
Hey, you're the... Just like always. Nobody saw anything useful. The bastards escaped again. Look, friend. If you think you can do better than the Legion of Guards, be my guest. Talk to the steward, though. We can't just let anyone go around claiming to be on official business. If he's willing, then we'll talk.
Hey, you dropped something.
I would gladly
You sure you
retire
don't need
from
it?
the world were such a day to dawn.
Aye, but in the meantime, we have a war to
I'm
plan.
not much of a strategist, but Lord Ulfric listens to my counsel all the same. If you have any news of the Western Holds, take it to Ulfric immediately. Terrible shame what happened to those women. These are difficult times indeed, when men stalk their brethren like beasts. My men are stretched thin as it is. If you offer your aid, I gladly accept. The guards will be told to assist you as necessary. I'm happy to lend a hand as much as I can as well. Travel safely. If It's dangerous out there.
Yes, as you can see, I have much that requires my attention. If you're inclined to gab, there are some nice prison guards you may like to meet.
How? Yes? If you'll excuse me, I must return to my duties.
We got a nickname for anyone who trifles with us guards here in Windhelm. Suicide.
Both my daughters. Now my wife? How much is one man supposed to take?
Hey, watch it.
Spare a coin for a poor old woman. I ask only for a little charity.
Hi, mister. Would you like to buy some flowers? Please?
Something great there's a slum. However, the rest of the city isn't much better.
Not much, but I hope you like them. They're dead. My mama died when I was little. I don't remember her very well. My father was a Stormcloak soldier. One day he left and didn't come back. I'm all alone. I try to sell flowers so I can buy food. It's not much, but what else can I do? Really? Do you have a place I could live? Oh, wow. Are you sure? You really wouldn't mind? Yay! Thanks, Mr. Papa. I promise I'll be the best daughter ever.
How may I help you?
Oops.
I'm glad you're here with me. All right then.
how that dwarven oil and taproot actually have identical properties. I wonder if there is a connection between the two.
So where are we off to now?
Try and stay warm out there. Or in my case, stay shaded.
What now?
It's a lot. I mean, I'm picturing a tiny goblin sprinting around, toppling furniture, and, if we're unlucky, leaving us some not-so-magical surprises. A child is a far cry from a dusty old tome,
And
that's for sure.
honestly,
I've never known good parenting, so it's all a bit daunting. I wouldn't want a Dr. Filsius book on our dysfunctional family. I'm lucky he never covered my family, and that's because he wasn't around back then. Yeah, they still do. Especially after that Jarl Balgruuf controversy. Supposedly Daedra worshipped with one of his children. Nasty stuff. It's not the late nights or the inevitable childish mischief. It's... well, what if I end up being like my parents? What if I can't shake their influence? You always have a way of lifting my spirits. I just hope our child inherits your optimism. There you go again, acting like a playwright. Have you been reading a bit too much Vivek lately? Anyway, we got this. With a touch of snark and a lot of love, we'll make this work.
What the?
Ours is to follow, friend.
Yes? That's thoughtful of you.
How may I help you?
This is lovely.
You sure you don't need me to take some of that weight? Doesn't look pleasant.
Is there something I can do for you?
Sorry.
It's everything I could have hoped for. I have a family again. I can't thank you enough.
Is there something I can do for you? Let's tread softly.
Yes, Telvanni.
I'll see you back home then. Good luck with whatever you're planning.
Sure thing. Do you want to have it standing here, or do you want to find a seat first? Do you want to have mead, wine, or just plain milk? My favorite. You can never go wrong with a bottle of Colovian vintage, no matter the occasion. Likewise. Well, this is more of a unique and intimate journey. I was just thinking about the last time we, you know. Besides how powerful you are in combat, you truly are something else in bed. How you manage to have that much stamina. What do you say? Let's go to bed later? I love you too. Our adventuring has been getting more tiring lately. It's as if the world is responding to your growing power. As you get stronger, enemies get stronger. Which is why stress relief is all the more important. So, what do you say? Up for a little combat training later? Blackreach truly was amazing, wasn't it? An entire underground ecosystem. I don't think there's anything else like it in Tamriel. I knew about it, back in the day. But just seeing it for myself was truly something else. If I could choose, I'd definitely live with the vampires over there, rather than back on Castle Volkihar. I was just thinking about Winterhold. When I was last there, everything being torn down. In fact, back in my day, the College of Winterhold would be the first place anyone would go for any kind of magic or historical thing. So, what do you want to talk about now? I do believe that we can. I've read a similar concept before. It was in the new type theory proposed by a Dwemer philosopher long ago. He said that if men and mer alike cast aside the shackles of what has binded them to selfish squabbles and struggles to power, they could mentally evolve, in a sense, to be higher beings, new types, people who can more easily detect the thoughts and intentions of others, and are more admissible to understanding. I would like to remember the name of the book, or the author, but I'm afraid it's been lost to time. Alright, so, what do you want to talk about now? Oh? Which one? Ugh, don't get me started on her. She rubs me off the wrong way. Not my type. It's nice, spending time like this. Just having drinks together.
Right behind you.
Okay, can't argue with that, my friend.